Hey guys, it's Jem with your collective energy reading this week. So virtually, as we have been doing, collective energy at play, headspace for the collective, heartspace for the collective, and a message from the angels. So I'm going to start off with the energy at play. And funnily enough that I should mention the word play, because that is the first word that has just literally jumped out with this card. So as we can see here, guys, I'm just going to pick it up because of the light. We have the Two of Ariel, so balance. And as you can see with the picture here, like, you know, this guy's, he's on a skateboard, he's got the yin and yang, he's perfectly balanced on the ledge. So as I said, this is really just screaming fun at me this week. Like, I feel like the message is just about balance, but it's also about having fun. So, you know, do your work, do your responsibilities, but also get out and socialize and just try and take a load off. You know, it's been a very big couple of months. Oh, probably an understatement, but it's definitely been a big few months of purging, of, you know, healing old wounds. Number two, it's about balance, it's about connection, it's about, you know, coming together. So whether that's like within yourself as an inner balance or with, you know, other people, it is really about kind of putting yourself out there a little bit more, you know, taking a risk, taking a chance, having some fun, and just kind of stop taking everything so seriously. And then followed with that is the Justice card. And what jumps out to me here is number 8. So 8 is an infinite symbol when you turn it that way. And, you know, infinite is, we have infinite of everything when we choose to tap into it. So we have infinite abundance, love, you know, resources, people, all the things we need is in infinite should we choose to tap into it. And basically this week is, you know, really calling for that. Start doing your life a little bit more, you know, like stop sort of following the society's rules. Stop falling into patterns from like your partners or your friends, or, you know, thinking you should be doing something because of your parents' influence. You know, this is really about finding like what you want and how that works for you. You know, this is a real inner justice, I feel like, is what this is saying this week. You know, it's about coming to terms with the things you love, the things you want to do, the things you're passionate about, and really sort of putting them into a balance that works for your life, that accommodates all the things, you know, health, life, play. You know, so you can be balanced within, you know, rather than always one end of the scale being highly strung or super chilled. You know, really about that inner balance, I feel like, is the overall message. And as we have here, again, a number 8. So we've got that infinite, that balanced. We have take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect, considering getting education or training. So again, as I said, you know, with this one, it's about finding what you love, what you enjoy. You know, what does that entail? You know, this is really an inner work week, guys, I feel like is what they're saying here. It's time to go within again, just kind of respond, reflect, you know, where does the balance lie? How can you bring yourself into balance? How can you accommodate fun into your life a little bit more? And, you know, what do you need to do? Do you need to take up a course? Do you need to start a new job? Do you need to learn a little bit more, or maybe even get together with someone who can help you, like a teacher or a mentor? You know, these are really the questions at play this week. But as I said, play is the key word. So definitely like do the inner work, but also have fun with it. You know, it's not a serious week. I feel like it's time to just kind of step back from the responsibility, but start just seeing what's singing out in your heart a little bit more so you can come into balance. So coming into our headspace, we have focus, forgiveness, and serenity. So what I have here, guys, I'm feeling that is very earthy color. Again, up in relation to here, it's really about focusing on what we want, what we desire, what our heart is asking of us. You know, whether that be, again, new job, new work, new friends, new relationships, even just new healthy habits, looking after ourselves more. You know, it's time to really go within and focus on what you want. The head is also, it's also really coming into a place of forgiveness. Like, I feel like in the headspace, we kind of are getting to that point where it's like, maybe I need to just relax a little bit and stop being so nitpicky is the word that's coming through there. And I feel like this is really directed to self. Like, I feel like the mind is just at the moment where it's like, oh, maybe I've just got to stop trying to make everything so perfect. You know, forgive myself for trying so hard when everything is imperfectly perfect. You know, forgive others for not being at the level I feel like they should be at, which is, again, a reflection of your own, you know, perfection. So I feel like the mind is really focusing on that you know, give and take, like just turning it down a notch, stop being so analytical. We are in Virgo season though, guys, like that is very normal. But again, just taking the focus off the perfection and just having a little bit more fun with it. So the Headspace is sort of good there. It is directing us that it's saying, you know, we need to kind of step back from the perfection, focus purely on what we want. And then, you know, serenity, like it wants that peace, like peace of mind is the words that come through here. Like we want to see things bloom. And as I said, I think last week in my reading, guys, the head and the heart are really lining up and working together more and more. And that's why the Headspace is actually quite, you know, logical. It's saying like, you know, I need to focus on what I truly want and how I can get there. I need to just stop giving myself such a hard time. And I just, you know, need to become a little bit more peaceful in my mind as opposed to all the what, when, where, how, why. So the Headspace is quite balanced this week. And so really kind of use that, you know, try to really catch out any negative self-talk and just go into that state of, you know, stop being so serious and just focus on what you want. Forget the rest. You know, you owe yourself that peace of mind to just, you know, chill, have fun, bring things into balance, study, do what lights you up. And then coming into our heart space for the week. Oh, we've got some good colors here, guys. I'm really getting a lot of like heart chakra energies. I know last week we were coming into a very expansive heart opening, and also the red, very grounded. Like I feel like we're coming into a very stable state. We want to just, you know, have the ability to kind of ground ourselves and just get our shit done and stop letting people get in the way. So in the heart space collectively, again, we have another 8, guys. The 8 is very, eight is very prominent. So we have healing, dedicated effort, and sharing the love. So as I said last week, you know, sharing the love, the heart chakras are expanding. We are going through a lot of heart opening energy right now. But you know, that is coming from all the healing work we've done. So the heart is actually honoring the healing work. It's also recognizing we still have a little bit more work, you know, to come. As always, it's a constant thing. But I feel like this is very much like breaking free from the chains. I feel like this is almost, the heart is kind of saying like, you know, this little bit more work and we're kind of there. As always, guys, I say that with the disclosure that, like, you know, healing is an ongoing thing, but I feel like, you know, things are coming to a little bit more of a smoother water, so to speak. You know, a bit more light, a bit more freedom, you know, not so burdensome and heavy around the heart space. So that is that feels really actually quite liberating this week. And then dedicated effort. So, you know, as I said here, guys, the heart and the mind are working together. The head wants to focus, the heart is willing to work alongside and, you know, put in the action steps, you know, stop just dreaming about things. You know, I feel like with this, you know, painting here, you've got the male and female. I feel like this is really, again, coming into balance, balancing those inner masculine and feminine energies and accepting that is how we become whole. You know, head, heart, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, it's all very about balance. But, you know, we are dedicated to healing and focusing on, you know, play and balance and justice this week. And as I said, sharing the love. So, like, we are starting to become more loving. We're starting to feel a lot more like empathetic and compassionate towards others. You know, we're starting to really let the light shine through the cracks of our heart and be a lot more vulnerable. And, you know, we actually are moving into a more feminine way of being. And that's nurturing, caring, creativity. And, you know, we want to share with people. We want to talk. We want to, you know, let people know we're not alone. So that's really what I'm sort of getting this week, guys. I feel like, as I said, I feel like the head and the heart are just bang on working as a team for a change, which is so nice to see. But it is a lot of inner work, guys. You know, like I said, more heart colors, purple intuition. So trust yourself, trust what you want to do. You know, focus on what you want to manifest and bring to life, but also have some fun. You know, bring about the balance, the justice. You know, forgive where things have gone wrong. Stop being so analytical about it and just, you owe yourself that inner peace. And just start sharing the love and know that you're still healing. Everyone's still healing, but we're all dedicated to a more loving world. So, finishing up, Aurora, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So as I said, guys, this is about you this week. It's about doing the work. Don't worry about society. Don't worry about the matrix. Don't worry about other people, relationships, things that aren't there to support your best. You are on your way. Thanks, guys.